There's a spiritual connection that the Mayans and the Aztecs and the Native Americans, which I am one, have with food. It's a spiritual thing. It's not just something you go to the grocery store to buy. It's a whole holistic connection between me and the soil, the sky, the earth, the creator, all of these things. And it's that kind of stuff that makes peppers special to me. My name is Chip Taylor, and I'm coming to you from Zalistsi, Ukraine, here in southwest Ukraine. We have a small organic farm where we grow ingredients for Mexican food, peppers, tomatoes, some herbs, that kind of stuff. Some unusual Hopi corn, blue corn, green corn from Oaxaca, that kind of stuff. Stuff you can't get anywhere else. And we distribute that throughout the country. And then we also use our revenue from the sales to fund a free alcohol and drug treatment center here in Zalistsi. We've got a 10-bed unit. What we're doing right now because of the coronavirus is that we're doing mostly outpatient. We see a lot of alcoholics, a lot of drug addicts, a lot of family members. We also work with ATO veterans, working with PTSD. That's something I have a background in from the US. This is my third organic farm in 30 years, and this is the fourth or fifth rehab that I have had something to do with the directorship of. And so when we came here, well, really when I came to Ukraine in 2009, 2010, it's not an insult, but there's just no good Mexican food in this country. I'm very selfish with Mexican food. I like Mexican food. I spent a lot of time in the Southwest, been to Mexico many times. I got taught how to cook by a lot of really good chefs, usually grandmothers who really knew how to put together Mexican village food, which is what I do. I make tortillas, I make enchiladas, I make all kinds of stuff, but my specialty is pre-Hispanic Mexican food from like Oaxaca, from Central America. Not the normal stuff you're going to get in Taco Bell or Chipotle's or something like that. Not restaurant food. I make special food for special people. If I don't have the right ingredients for the food, the way the recipe is supposed to be done, I don't cook it. I do something else. And I picked these peppers for a reason. I'm going to throw them in this smoker. Now these are Hatch peppers from Hatch, New Mexico. We've got some rice inside, and so what we're going to do with these peppers is eat them with the rice. It's a mild pepper. It's more sweet than it is hot. Sometimes they'll have a little bit of heat. These probably will not. And we'll take those when they're nice and smoked, throw them in a food processor, dribble it over the top of the rice, make everybody happy. All right, let me show you this greenhouse. Watch out for the billy goat. He will hurt you. Yeah, he's a bad goat. Just let me show you what's going on in here. This was our first greenhouse, and so this is what I'm proud of. Among other things, we've got habaneros that are just taking over. We've got the red Caribbeans, we've got the orange habaneros. I've got some Carolina Reapers, the tallest peppers over there. Those are the world's hottest pepper. We've got some more Hatch peppers here. These Hatch are nice. These red ones here are getting good. And so it's got to be fully ripe before I can save the seeds from it. And so I've got a new batch of seeds just came in this week directly from Mexico, so we can replenish. We don't have to worry about cross-pollination, that kind of stuff. We save a lot of seeds, especially from the habaneros. I want something that's got a smoky, fruity, earthy tone. And the fruity flavor comes from the habaneros. The smoky, earthy tone comes from the jalapenos and the serranos. And so there's a whole way to stack these flavors. The name of my salsa company, Abuelo Salsa, that's grandfather's salsa. It's hot. It's not for dipping tortilla chips in. It's for dribbling on the food, the main dish, and just a little bit will do you. Try that first. Before you do anything else. Before you do anything crazy. This is Yucatan habanero salsa. It's got red habaneros. It's got a serrano pepper. It's got an onion that was roasted inside the fire. It's got garlic that was roasted inside the fire. The habaneros, we roasted them on top, but the other stuff we put inside. It gives it a little bit more char taste. So somewhere in a Mexican village in Oaxaca is a little old grandma or grandpa doing the same thing that I'm doing. What this is carnitas, and I mean, you want a fatty piece of meat, and because the fat's what cooks it. So you cook off all of the fat. You want it kind of crunchy. You don't want to make it dry, but you want it kind of crunchy. I know everybody's had tacos. Mulitas. Do you know mulitas? You can't find this in Ukraine. If you want a mulita, which is Spanish for little mule, if you want a mulita, you got to come to me. It's like a stacked quesadilla. It's a tortilla with cheese, meat, and another tortilla. Wouldn't you rather buy food from a person who's spiritually connected to the land and the food that they produce? Because then you know you're getting quality food with good flavor that's good for you, good for the environment, good for everybody. We're not trying to get rich here, we're just trying to pay the light bill for the alcohol and drug rehab so that the patients can come here and they don't have to pay anything because they don't have any money anyway. When we have patients, this is where we put them. Comfortably, we can fit 6 guys in here. We put 4 in the main room where the big table is. We do cognitive and behavioral therapy. That's the clinical term for it. As a counselor with 32 years experience, I can really only handle about 6 patients. That's a maximum load. And so what we would need is to have other staff. We have yet to be able to find quality, willing staff to work here in the middle of nowhere for little money. I could be anywhere, literally, I could be anywhere in the world living, and I'm here. And people ask me why all the time. Eastern Europe was not what I was looking for. Ukraine was not what I was looking for, but it's everything I ever wanted, and I just didn't know it. That's why I'm here.